does. Okay. All right, I need all readers crisscross applesauce. Hands in lap. Eyes up here. Let's get started. All right, so readers, we've been talking a lot about looking for the main idea and details in one section or chapter of a nonfiction book. And you guys have been doing a great job working with your reading partner to read one section or chapter of a nonfiction book, pick out 3 important facts or details, and then use those facts to help you find the main idea. Today I want to tell you that after you find your 3 important details, you can use those details and reread them to help you find the main idea. Let me show you what that looks like. So I've got a nonfiction book here that I know we have seen before, and it is called Crickets. I am looking at just one section or chapter of this book to help me find the details and the main idea. This section or chapter is called What Do Crickets Eat?, which gives me a very good clue what this section will be all about. Crickets eat many different things. They feed on small plants. They feed on other insects. They eat garbage. They eat fruit. Many crickets are nocturnal. They feed at night. And we've got a couple labels and captions here. This is a field cricket, and this is a cricket eating a mushroom. So readers, I started off finding the details for this section or chapter. I want you to watch as I reread my 3 details and use them to help me find the main idea. Then it will be your turn to help me out. So here's what I wrote. Crickets eat small plants. Crickets eat other crickets, and they also eat garbage. Many crickets eat food at night because they are nocturnal. So now that I have reread my 3 details, I'm thinking, what are these facts or details trying to tell me? Watch as I do this thinking work. They eat small plants, okay? They eat other crickets, they eat garbage, they eat food at night. After I think about all of those details or facts, I'm starting to realize that they all have to do with what crickets eat, and they all have to do with crickets eating different things. So I'm thinking the author of this section wants me to know that crickets eat many different things, and they eat at different times of the day. So when I go to write my main idea, I'm going to write just that. Crickets eat many things, and they eat at different times of the day. And I'm thinking that that's the most important idea that the author of this nonfiction book wants me to remember from this section or chapter. Even if 2 days later I don't remember every single detail, I should remember that crickets can eat different things and they can eat at different times of the day. So, now it is your turn to help me out. I've got a different nonfiction book that I also know you have seen before, and this one is called Baby Dolphin's Tale. I'm going to focus on just one section of this book. I'm going to read you the details that I already picked out, and then I'm going to ask you to help me find the main idea. This section is called Friendly Dolphins, and it's only these 2 pages. I know that because a new heading starts on the next page. Dolphins are friendly animals. Sometimes dolphins play in the waves a boat makes. Sometimes dolphins swim with people. Sometimes people harm dolphins. Dolphins get caught in fishing nets. They get caught in fishing lines too. So after I read that section, I wrote down 3 important details that I remembered, and let me read them for you. It says, sometimes dolphins swim with people. Sometimes dolphins like to play in the waves that a boat makes, and sometimes dolphins get caught in fishing lines or nets that are used by people. So now that I have reread my 3 details, I can think about what all 3 facts or details are trying to tell me, and I can use them to find the main idea. So right now with your partner, I want you to reread all 3 facts that I wrote and think, what is the main idea of this section? What does the author want me to know or remember? Turn and talk.
Dolphins like to play in the waves that a boat makes. Sometimes dolphins get caught in fishing lines or nets that are used by people.
So what are you guys thinking that the main
Dolphins
idea?
are all about
Well, it's not all about all different things about dolphins. What about dolphins?
It might be all about them playing because the fishing net or the fishing line, they might be playing with their friends and they might get caught.
Okay, you're on the right track. Keep talking. Let me go over here. Alexis and Julie, what did you guys think the main idea might be? So what would all of these details get caught? Dolphins playing. So what did we learn about dolphins playing? Keep thinking. Did you reread those facts? Reread those facts. Think about what did you learn about dolphins playing? And guys, reread those facts. What might the main idea be? What were all the facts about? What about dolphins? Okay, so it seems like it's about them playing. And what happens to them sometimes? They get caught in that. So think about what the main idea might be. Alright, readers, stop what you're doing and look back up here. So let's reread here the details. Dolphins sometimes swim with people. Dolphins like to play in the waves that a boat makes. And sometimes dolphins get caught in fishing lines or nets that are used by people. So here's what I heard a lot of groups talking about. I heard you guys saying that all 3 details had to do with dolphins playing and how they like to sometimes play with people. But there's a little bit more to it than that. What happens sometimes when the dolphins are playing with people? Rose, what happens sometimes? So I might be thinking, putting all this information together, that the main idea is dolphins like to play with people, but they have to be careful. So I might write down the main idea is dolphins like to play with people, but they have to be careful. And some of you were on the right track when you were turning and talking. Give me a thumbs up if you thought of something that sounded kind of like this for the main idea. A couple of the groups. This is something that can be tricky and we need to practice a lot while we're reading. So readers, today, if you are reading a nonfiction book and you think you'd like to try to find the details and the main idea, you can grab one of our scoops of details papers from the back table and give it a try. And if you do try it, please bring it back to the carpet today at the end of Reader's Workshop and we will share. All right, let's get started. We're going to change book notes. Okay. Okay. Partner group number 7, you were at the flower carpet. You can get started.